Chesterfield is where you
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Are you already in Vermont at that point, or still?
No, we were still in New Hampshire.
At that point, when your daughter said that she saw the car, did you see the car?
I did see the car. I saw a white car. I couldn't tell you what it was, but we were both like looking for the license plate, and that's where she and I, she's like, "Oh no, there's a V." I said, "Yes, Veteran V."
And that vehicle, which direction was that coming from? Was it traveling in the same direction as you, or from a different one?
No, it was headed towards Keene, and we turned around on the very next road to follow it.
Tell us about that. What happened when you tried to turn around to follow that car?
Well, she turned around, and we were at the end of a road waiting to turn out there, and there were cars coming down, and there were two vehicles in back of the white car, and a big old truck was coming, and she's like, "There's a truck coming." I said, "I don't care. Step on it. Go. It's fast. Go." And we did. We followed. We were 2 car lengths behind. Actually, we were the third. I'm sorry. But when we got to the circle and headed out, there were 2 lanes, so she got in the left lane so she could get in back of him, and she pulled back over into the right-hand lane. And I had called 911 just as we had turned and were heading down the hill.
Okay, so at the time that you were getting ready to pull out in front of that truck, you were already calling 911.
Correct.
On the phone with them.
Correct, I was.
And you and your daughter driving, so when I say you, I don't imply that you're driving, but
Right.
your vehicle was following this white car from a couple of lengths behind.
Correct.
Okay, at that point, when you were 3 cars, or the third car back, could you read the license plate to confirm it?
No, I couldn't. The dispatcher was asking me, "Can you see the license plate?" And I said, "No, not right now. We're getting as close as we can." And then finally we gotten back, and I was able to tell the license plate number. And a matter of fact, I even told them, they asked me if I was sure or something to that effect, and I said, "Well, I can tell you it's registered for the month of March. It has a number 3 sticker on it." And that's when they confirmed it.
Now, while you were behind that vehicle, once you got right behind him at the vehicle at the traffic circle,
Yeah.
could you tell anything about who was inside of that car?
I could see a gentleman driving, and he had a baseball cap on. I didn't see anything else other than that, and he was looking in the mirror, so I kind of put my phone down on my lap and put it on speaker because I didn't want him to know I was on the phone.
Okay, you could tell that the person was looking in their rear view mirror.
Yeah, they were looking rear view and side mirror.
Now, can you describe for us, like you're on the phone with 911, what are you telling 911 as you're behind this vehicle?
Just, they kept asking me where we were at, and I was giving them the best directions I could because I don't know the town of Keene, so my daughter was yelling things at me, "We're here, we're here." And then I knew we get up to the lights where the state police barracks were, so I told them we were at the state police barracks. And then we get to the next light, and I told them we were proceeding towards the next circle, oval, rotary.
Okay, a rotary, a traffic circle.
Yeah.
Those devices that don't necessarily work to control traffic.
Correct.
Okay. Now, as you were driving, you just indicated the white Subaru drove right past the state police barracks?
Yes, it drove to the entrance of the state police barracks.
Okay. Did there come a time that while you were following that vehicle, the vehicle and you said, first of all, you dropped your phone down into your lap?
Yes, because I told the dispatcher, I said, "I think he sees me on the phone. I'm afraid he."
Okay, members of the jury, there's an objection relative to hearsay, which I'm sustaining, and I'm instructing you to just disregard the last component of the witness's testimony relative to a hearsay statement.
So, Ms. Campbell, as you're testifying here today, right, we understand that you know what you told people, okay? But there is essentially a request that you not say what you told the dispatcher, just what you observed, okay?
So I observed, got you, okay?
Gotcha.
So,
So what you observed and what you were doing at the time that you were observing things, okay?
okay,
And though we understand that you were, is it fair to say that while all of these things were occurring, whatever you saw, whatever was happening, you were relaying that information to the 911 operator?
correct,
Okay. And you were doing that so that they would know where you were, what was happening, and your concerns about what you were doing, which was following a vehicle that was subject to an Amber Alert.
correct.
Okay. Now, Ms. Campbell, was there a time while you were following that vehicle that it came to a stop?
Inside the convenient MD, it came to a stop.
Okay, can you describe for us how that happened?
Like how we got there?
Yeah, how'd you get there?
We went down, I don't
It's
know the
okay if you don't
direction.
know street names.
Yeah,
You were
we went around the first rotary and I explained that which direction we were headed towards the McDonald's. And then there was another rotary and another rotary. And when we got to the last one, we went around it and the blinker was on to turn into
The
McDonald's.
blinker was on the Subaru that you were
On the
following?
Subaru.
Okay.
So, we were ready to turn into McDonald's, and at that point, my daughter said, "Here comes a police officer," and they were coming in the same.
Did you see a police officer come?
Yes, there were police officers
Again,
coming
you
from
can't
every
testify.
direction.
Right, you've got to be careful about what you saw versus what other people saw or said.
Okay.
Okay, so did you see a police officer coming from the other direction?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And then, so the the blinker directional was on the Subaru, like they were gonna turn to McDonald's?
McDonald's,
Okay,
but
and then a police officer came in towards you.
correct.
So what happened with respect to the white Subaru? Did they turn into McDonald's?
No, they kept going, and they turned into the convenient MD.
Okay.
And when they turned in, it heads down towards an Applebee's, and the car stopped right there.
Right there being where? At the
At-
convenient MD or at the Applebee's?
It's at the end of the convenient MD parking lot going into Applebee's, and they stayed there. So we stopped, and I saw the gentleman looking in the mirror, and I told my daughter, I said, if this person gets out,
It's okay, what were you, so you had some concerns because you saw the person looking in the mirror?
correct,
Okay.
and
Then
the
once you-
Amber Alert said, oh gosh,
Approach, please.
sorry.
Hearsay objection sustained, but subject to rephrasing.
Ms. Campbell, after the car came to a stop, this white Subaru came to a stop at the Applebee's, or in the entrance to the Applebee's, you and your daughter inside of your vehicle stopped. Is that fair to say?
Yes,
Okay, where did you stop?
probably about 10 or 15 feet behind the car.
Okay. And while you were stopped, you've testified that you observed the person looking in their mirrors.
Correct.
Okay. You waited inside of your vehicle at that point?
Yes, I
Okay.
did.
While you were there waiting inside of your vehicle, did officers arrive on the scene?
No, because the car ended up pulling forward into Applebee's in parking.
Okay.
And-
Once that occurred, what happened with your car?
We proceeded into Applebee's parking lot as well and parked on the opposite side, kind of diagonal from that
Where you
vehicle.
could watch the vehicle?
Correct.
Okay. And your purpose for doing that, is it fair to say, is to make sure that if it left again, you were going to follow it again?
Correct.
Okay. Did the vehicle leave again?
No, it stayed in the parking
And
spot.
did officers arrive at that time?
A lot of officers arrived at that time, and we were basically blocked in.
All right. And so you were there the entire time that officers were on scene at the Applebee's?
Correct.
Okay. Court's indulgence?
Certainly.
Permission to approach. Ms. Campbell, I'm going to show you what is marked as for identification. As State's Exhibit 19A. I almost asked to borrow your glasses. As State's Exhibit 19A for this case. Can you take a look at that for me?
Yes,
Do you recognize that?
absolutely.
Okay, I know you haven't been shown this photo before. Is that fair to say?
No, never.
Okay, but what is depicted in this photograph?
The license plate that was on the Amber Alert and the white Subaru.
Is that the vehicle that you and your daughter followed that day?
Yes, and there's the number 3.
Oh, and you're pointing something out to me. So you're indicating the license plate number matches the number you've told us.
Right, and number 3 is the month that it was registered in.
Okay, so you can see the registration sticker on there as well that
Yes.
matches your recollection.
Correct.
Thank you. I have no further questions, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
Good morning, Ms. Campbell. I just have a few questions for you.
Okay.
You testified that you received the Amber Alert from your phone in the middle of the night.
Yeah, I don't know what time it went off.
Yeah, but it woke you up.
Correct.
Okay, and then you went back to sleep for a little bit. And you live in Bennington, New Hampshire, correct?
Correct.
And you had to drive later on that morning to meet your daughter in Keene, correct?
I had to meet her for 9 a.m.
Okay. And when when you woke up, you remembered about this Amber Alert and it was on your mind, right?
Correct.
Okay. So you were aware of the license plate number they were looking for
Correct.
in a white sedan,
White, yes, Subaru, I think they said, or,
white car, yeah. So when you're driving from Bennington to Keene, are you're headed west, right? West toward the Vermont
yes,
border? Okay. And when you are headed, you get to your daughter's who lives in Keene?
correct.
Okay. You switch cars?
Yes, we
Okay.
switched cars.
So she's driving her car, you're a passenger.
Correct,
And you two head toward Brattleboro, Vermont, right?
correct.
Which is continuing west away from Keene toward the state of Vermont, correct?
If you say it's west, sure.
Let me show you a map that that might help. Defendants, A2 for ID. Can you recognize what that is?
Yeah, that's the Applebee's there. We came from, how do you tell? I think the road we came from was actually down here.
Fair enough, but can you see Brattleboro, Vermont, or the border at least for Vermont, New Hampshire in that map?
Where's Brattleboro? Oh, over here, correct. Yes.
Okay. And so you were driving from Keene away from Concord, right? Away from Concord toward Vermont.
Away from Keene towards Vermont, yes.
Right.
That,
Concord
to me, that would
east.
be north. I'm kind of confused.
You were headed toward Vermont.
Correct.
From Keene with your daughter driving.
Correct.
Okay. And the white car with the veteran plate that you observed was headed from Vermont into Keene, correct?
Correct.
And so you don't know where it had been, but it was driving in the direction of Keene from Vermont, from the border of Vermont.
Correct.
Okay. And when you observed this car traveling, you started to follow it, right? Your daughter did.
Yes, we turned around.
And you observed that it was driving with the flow of traffic, right?
Correct.
Okay, normal speed.
Correct.
Nothing erratic or concerning.
No,
And you went through some rotaries, roundabouts, traffic circles, and at one point, the driver put his blinker on to turn into McDonald's, right?
that's where I thought he was turning into. That's where the blinker came on, was
Right.
just before McDonald's.
And McDonald's is just a few, I don't know, a mile or so up from Applebee's?
Oh, not even a mile.
Not even a mile, okay.
Couple buildings.
Couple buildings, okay, thank you. So, but it didn't turn into McDonald's, it kept going. And you said it went to the MD convenience, correct?
Yes.
Or convenience
Convenient MD, yes.
Which is sharing a parking plaza with Applebee's?
No, it's not sharing one. It has its own parking lot, but you can get from that parking lot to
Okay,
Applebee's.
thank you. So, it's the car you observed stopped in the parking lot for Convenient MD
Yes.
for like, what, less than a minute?
I'd say about a minute.
Oh, okay. And you were just sort of, you and your daughter lingering behind in your own car?
Yes.
With 911 the whole time?
I was on with 911 the whole time until the police showed up.
And then after a minute, it drove down into Applebee's parking lot, you said?
Correct, to the left.
To the left and parked in a parking spot, right?
Correct.
Okay. And then you went also into the Applebee's parking lot?
But to the right
To
and
the right.
parked.
Parked, observed the scene.
Correct.
And then how long after that did the police show up and block you in?
They were there within seconds.
Okay.
I mean, I think, oh, never mind.
Okay. So, and then there was a lot of police activity, right?
A lot.
Yeah. And the driver of that white vehicle did not try to flee, correct?
No, he did not.
Just see if I can update it. I don't have anything further, thank you.
Okay.
No, Your Honor.
No redirect? Okay. Can Ms. Campbell be excused?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.